Okay, it started.
Thumbnail.
In the middle, I guess. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Today we're doing another mukbang. I didn't ask any questions on Instagram, so I think we're just gonna talk about random stuff and do story times. That was our plan. So we got chinos today. Good. I got chicken on a stick, 2 of them, and lo mein, or noodles. And that's it.
And I got the same thing. but what is this called again?
Coconut shrimp?
Coconut shrimp.
Coconut shrimp and a cookie and
Orange chicken?
Sesame chicken. I think.
Yeah.
sesame chicken, whatever.
I got orange chicken, fried rice, and the spaghetti noodle things.
Spaghetti. You texted me spaghetti and I was like, bruh.
You're like,
I was like, what? That's fried. This chicken is so good. Last night I didn't go to bed till like
how was the King's
almost
Day?
2. It was good.
It was good?
Yeah, they just started really late because their food was late or something.
Oh, yeah.
The dance didn't start till 10.
Dang.
No. I'm gonna put this in my lap. What kind of story times?
Scary story time.
Scary. I'll tell a scary one. But it's not mine, it's Omar's. This is actually Omar's, but it's okay, we'll get started. So, it was your dad's friend, right? Fiddy's friend? Well, anyways, they were here at this house and they were outside, like, drinking and stuff. And they were saying something, I don't know. And one of her dad's friends saw a, like, witch kind of on top of the truck. None of the other friends believed him, and then he was saying that he had his hands in his pocket, and he was saying that he couldn't. Yeah, he was saying that he couldn't get his hands out of his pocket after seeing that witch or whatever, and none of them believed him, and they were like trying to get his hands out of his pockets, and he just couldn't. And I guess, I don't know, something with the witch. You know how Mexicans are with the witch stuff and all of that. So yeah, it was pretty creepy.
We used to live at this old house. We were out of town and Omar was by himself at his house. And he thought that we were there, so he just was chilling on the couch and stuff wherever the place we get internet. And he saw the chair move, and then I think he saw my baby doll top. It's those little all alive dolls or something.
Baby alive.
Baby alive,
yeah. And he saw one of those, and he texted my mom, was like, where are y'all? And mom was like, out of town, and he was like, oh, well, I just saw the chair moving. I thought it was me. He thought it was me, and no, it wasn't.
Creepy.
Very.
Ooh, I do have one. I do have a scary one. So, my dad.
Spots. I don't like them like that.
Nope. My dad is selling his house. His old house. We had just moved in. We had only been there for like a few months or something like that. Maybe not even. And so I was at home from school. Easton was still at practice or something. And then my dad was at work. And I thought that he had gotten home from work. And I was working on a project in my room. So my door was closed. And my room is like on this side of the house. And my dad's and Easton's room were on the other side. And then there's the living room, kitchen, all that. And so I heard like boots, like footsteps, walking down like towards my room, and they were walking kind of slow, and I heard it walk into the laundry room, which is like the little room right beside my room, and then it stopped, and I just figured, you know, oh, my dad's home. And so I heard the footsteps walk back the other way, and I was like, what the heck? And so I texted my dad, or I think I texted him or called him, and I said, are you home? And he said, no, I'm at work still. And I asked him if Easton was home, and he was like, no, he's at practice or whatever. And so I was just like scared in my room, just doing my project. I was like, okay. And I did not go out of my room until either one of them got home, and it was just creepy. That was the only time that I think I experienced something like that in that house. But yeah. So since he's selling it, and we didn't have electricity. Also, sorry if you can see the flies in here. The door was open. I see one right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we had to go shower over there while we didn't have heat, which we do now. But when the electricity was messed up, and I take towels over there, and I left them there. They were the new ones that I got in my wedding shower vlog, and it was the brown one.
Oh.
And I came back, and it was gone. And the light was on, and the cleaning wipes were on the ground. And people had came to look at the house that day, so I thought, oh, well, maybe they just moved stuff around, but why would they take a towel? And so I was like, okay, whatever. And I was really upset because I liked that towel. But Omar was like, no, it's fine. And so we went back because I had forgotten something or needed to get my toothpaste or something. Yeah, and it was there. And it was outside. It was, so there's this like big pot thing on the front porch, and it was like hanging into the pot, and it was like dirty. There was 2 lights on in the house again when I had turned them off, so it was just really weird. I don't know what happened with that, but we can't lock the house because we don't have keys.
Your
So-
dad doesn't have one?
I think, I don't know. Because I think the renters that were there had the keys, and they never gave them back or something like that. I don't remember. So yeah, it's just a really weird situation.
She has
So-
probably a lot. Hers are very scary.
I don't have a lot. I have a little bit. So it was this one night, and it was me, my mom, and Yaz, and we were watching a movie in the living room. So I think Yaz was like on her phone, and then she asked me to go get her charger from our room. So I went in there, and you know how we have that big mirror, and then it's our 2 beds, and our like plug-in is right in the middle, and I got it, and then I turned back around. I looked into a mirror, and there was a little girl jumping on Yaz's bed.
Bruh, stop. For
Yes,
real?
it was like jumping, and I was just like standing there looking at her.
Were you like shocked? Like,
Yeah, I was just like with the charger in my hand. Then I just went to go tell my mom, and then they went back, and nothing was there.
what the
It
heck?
was scary.
Bruh, that's scary. I don't think I've ever seen like
It
a
was just like
ghost
jumping there. I was like,
or whatever.
Um,
Were you scared? Because like I know when I see scary things, I'm like, and I
I was
just
just
stand there.
I run. Her house is right beside their house.
Yeah, it's literally right there.
little whack.
Neighbors.
This is a very, what is it called? A ghetto neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
Very.
we in the ghetto,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
It's okay.
Let's see. I have one that my parents experienced a few times. So when we lived in Sweetwater, I was like 5 or 6, and Easton was just a little baby. They had told me one time that they were in their room, and it was nighttime, whatever, and sometimes I would wake up and go in their room, like wait in the doorway, or like crying or something, you know, little kid thing. So one night they said that they saw like my silhouette or whatever of me standing in the doorway, but I wasn't crying or anything, and they were just like calling my name and being like, what? And they said that it walked up to the edge of their bed and like just stood there. And so it walked back out, and they got up and they went to my room, and they said I was like dead asleep, like dead. And then they thought that maybe, you know, I was sleepwalking or something. But then when we moved to, it happened again. I was asleep in my room, and they said, I think it was my dad that woke up and saw the silhouette at the edge of their bed just standing there. And then I walked out, and then they said my dad went in my room, and I was just dead asleep. So that's pretty creepy. I think if I ever saw that, I would be like, ooh. I've never seen like a ghost or like whatever you want to call it. I've never seen any of that like with my eyes. I mean, I've heard things and stuff like that, but heard stories and stuff, but and a lot of it is like, a lot of the stuff that I've heard is witch stuff, other than like the silhouette thing. But
Let's do funny stories now.
are you scared?
She's not scared.
Okay, we can do any stories, any kind of stories. I just remembered.
Okay, this was on Rigo's game. It was funny. It was on Friday. We went to the game in Bangs. No, but this one, like, they got in a fight. Like, they stopped the game.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So I don't know the refs were like freaking blind. And they didn't even know what they were doing. And they just kept calling things like fouls, this and that. And then like the Banks mom were all screaming and got mad. And then the pretty moms were all mad too. And then a lady from Bangs was like, "Let me talk to your mom," and all this and that. It was funny. Yeah.
Oh.
I was expecting more
Well,
than
Rico
that.
told me, he was talking to us about it, and he ran into a guy, and I guess he got mad, and he just got the ball and like yeeted it on his back. I was like, bruh, he didn't even get a technical or anything.
It was bad.
That's crazy.
The game was crazy.
Yeah, there's always those crazy games.
One day, I was sitting in the front seat and my mom was driving, and I think I was trying to scoot up the seat. But if I do, I have to like put all my weight on the back seat so it doesn't just go yeet. Well, that happened, and I was trying to scoot my seat more up, and it yeeted. It like went on my back, yeeted me, and I hit my face on the little thing.
Dashboard.
Yeah, and it was funny.
Oh my gosh, he yeeted you. How old are you?
Like 6.
I remember when your mom had you in the car seat in the front seat and she braked and you went flying. You were a little baby.
Why did you have it in the front seat?
I don't know. Yeah, Lee, why did you transfer me to the front seat?
I'm a big girl.
She thought it was her car seat.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen or heard anything in Mexico?
Oh, this one isn't super scary. So it was like, it was a few days before we were gonna come back. It was like the week of the week that we were gonna come back, and we went to my uncle's wife's sister's house, and her house is like on a hill, and we were in the car, so we had to park like below the hill, and there's like a big old tree, and then it's just like the rest, you know, and then we're going home. It was like already 10. We're gonna go back to my uncle's house where we were staying at.
Yeah.
And it was me, my cousin, my boy cousin, my baby cousin, and then my other cousin Jenny. We were in the car and we were waiting for my uncle. He was like, I think he was finishing his beer. And then anyways, we were in the car and then my cousin was like, look behind you. And it was like just a random girl all in white, like, and we thought she was like on her phone, but there was like no light or anything, and she was just like standing there like by the tree and all white and like her hair covering her face. And then my uncle like he like screamed at her. He was like, hey. She like had no reaction.
What the heck?
That was scary.
I have a story time. Wait.
Scary.
I literally just had it in my head. No, it's not scary. Okay, so we went to Puerto Rico this summer. We knew nothing about it. I thought that there would be a lot of like Ubers and taxis and all of this stuff everywhere since it's like kind of a tourist place. But you don't rent a car, you're done. You're done. So we didn't rent a car, obviously. So it was easy to get a taxi at the airport, obviously, because, you know, that's how they make their money. And so, you know, everything was going fine. Like, we got to our hotel, went to the beach, all this stuff. It was really nice. So, one of the days, we wanted to go to some beach. It was like 7 Seas or something like that. And we wanted to go snorkeling because all of the water was pretty rough, and we wanted to snorkel somewhere where it was like, oof. Oh, I hate snorkeling. But anyways, I just got chills because I hate it. Oh, I think of sharks and everything. Anyways, so we got there and we paid someone to get there. I think it took like 30 minutes to an hour to get there. I don't really know. And we got there. There wasn't too many, or there was people there, but they all lived there. And then there was this like fancy like sweet thing on top of one of the hills. And it was kind of a small place though. And so we were walking around and we went all the way so we were dropped off where like all the food and stuff was and the people were. So we walked all the way to the left, like way far. And we had to go through this trail and then walk like over rocks and stuff to get to like the nice beaches. It was really nice. But I hate the ocean and I just, no. And so we went snorkeling, and I saw I have trypophobia, so like if I see holes or anything like that, like, anyways, I saw this like, I guess there's sponges in the ocean, you know? Anyways, so I was snorkeling and I saw one and I didn't realize how close I was to it, and the current was still kind of like heavy even though we were in one of the calmer places, and it like drifted me towards it and I touched it and I was like, nope, I'm done. And so I got out and I went snorkeling for like maybe 5 minutes, and they were trying to get me to go out, but then we saw like a boat motor down, like sunk, and that scares me too when I see like big things or anything that could be like a boat or something and it's sunk to the bottom. That just, I don't know, the ocean just scares me, so I probably won't do that again. But so we went to leave. We spent like a couple hours there, I think, and we went to leave and we could not find any taxis, any Ubers or anything. And so we had the apps and stuff, and the guy that brought us he said that he would take us back if he was there, but he wasn't there. He was in San Juan, I think. And so we were looking everywhere, and so we had to walk. We walked to a gas station to try to see if anyone, give us a ride, or if anyone knew where the closest place was where you could get a taxi. And no one gave us a ride or anything, and we were really tired at this point because we had been swimming all day. And someone told us that the nearest town was like 5 miles away? 4 miles away? Babe, how far did we walk? It was 4 miles, right? 4.5. Okay, so yeah, like 5 miles. So we were at the beach, and I guess we had already walked like half a mile, and so we got to the gas station, and it was like 4.5 miles from there. And that was the next like big town that was there, and they told us that we might be able to find a taxi there. So we walked almost 5 miles all the way to the next town, and it took us, I don't know how long it took us. I don't know. But it was like, we had all of our scuba gear. So we were holding scuba gear, we were holding bags that we had with like snacks in it, and like we were in our swimsuits. It was awful. And we were like, I don't know, it just felt kind of weird. It felt like kind of like a movie because we were in a foreign place, like we didn't know where we were, and we kind of got like stranded in a way. I mean, there was a bunch of people, but do you really want to trust like strangers in a foreign place? Like, nothing against Puerto Rico, but like I just wouldn't,
Yeah.
And so we were carrying all our stuff, and I felt so bad because like Easton and Omar and Randy were carrying the most stuff, obviously, because they're men and they could carry more than me and my mom. So I felt really bad because we were walking up hills, we were walking like around. It took so long. But in the moment, we had like good spirits. Like, we weren't upset or mad or anything. We were just kind of like, okay, we just got to get there and we'll find a taxi. We were being positive. So, but we were miserable, but we were just trying to be positive. And so we got there, and it was like dark already, and there was this festival thing going, like a music festival or something. And so we were so tired. I remember I was like ready to just go to bed, and there weren't any taxis. We asked the police officers, or Omar did, and they said, you're not going to be able to find a taxi. So we were walking around seeing if people, could take us, and it was kind of embarrassing because it's like, you feel dumb. We were walking around, and we found this guy that said that he would take us home when he leaves, but he wasn't leaving till like later. And then we were sitting down, and they went to go get food. It was just me and Omar sitting down, and we kind of probably looked like homeless because we had all our stuff with us. And so we had a bunch of people come up to us, be like, are you okay? Like, do y'all need anything? And they were super nice. Like, there was nobody that was mean that came up to us or rude, which was good. And then this couple offered to take us home, but they had to leave for an emergency, and they didn't take us home. So we ended up staying, and we were just looking around, having fun at the festival as much as we could. And so I think I fell asleep on the ground. I don't know how long I was asleep for, but I was pretty tired. So we were sitting by a bench, and we were all back together because we kind of like separated, like us kids, and then my mom and Randy went and like did stuff. And so me, Omar, and Easton were there, and then they came, and I fell asleep. And the guy came, and I guess the person that he wanted to watch, because he was like a salsa, like he likes salsa, and the person that he wanted to watch sing didn't come or something, so he left early. So it was like midnight, I think. And he took us all the way home, and he charged us like not even that much, because the taxi charged us $100 or something like that to get like 30 minutes. And so he was like, oh, you could just give me like whatever, you know. He was super nice and he was super helpful, and we eventually got home. And so the next day we literally did nothing. We slept in real late. We just like were so exhausted. But like now when I talk about it, it sounds like awful and it feels like awful, but in the moment we were positive about it and trying to be like positive, you know, positive in bad times. And so yeah, it was kind of weird because it's like we were literally stranded in a foreign place, you know, like in a way. Like we could have gone home like we did because we asked a stranger, but it's kind of like sketchy, you know. Like you don't go to Mexico and be like, hey, can you give me a ride? Like that's not, you know. And Puerto Rico's kind of different, but you know what I mean. That was a long story time, but
yeah,
but that was a good one.
that was a good one.
But yeah, never going snorkeling again, and will not be stepping foot in the ocean ever. Maybe like 2 feet into the ocean, and that's it. But if I can see the ground, I'm not going. Clear waters, I can't do it. I'm gonna open my fortune cookie though.
Oh, you think?
Cookies are nasty.
You're yay. They're literally so good.
I'm kind of in the mood for one.
Take advantage of the dynamic energy to better your relationship. Me not knowing what that means.
Now go to it. It's ready to be picked.
It's off. It's on. Now it's on.
Drop fortune cookie.
Oh, you broke it! It's literally.
This is the worst.
Omar, can you come help me?
I broke her ring light.
¿Qué? Oh, qué bonita la pregunta.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I broke it.
I still won!
I told you.
Hey!
Why are the feet so thin? Exacto.
Okay.
Before a tragic accident happened.
I'm so glad that my light didn't break because I don't have anything else. I don't need that good lighting. Oh, hopefully I'm getting a camera. Oh shoot, I was supposed to vlog today because I had a weekend vlog.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. We just went to church. I might be getting a camera for Christmas. So hopefully, basically, I just wanted to say that.
They dropped so much too. So.
We've been recording for 30 minutes. So.
Wow.
We're done. Bye.
Wow.
Let's do an outfit of the day.
What?
That's all of it. Guys.
Last time it was an hour.
Really?
And
The
yeah,
mukbang?
and I edited it down to 28 minutes.
Wow.
Any other last story times?
No.
Like this. Santo, do you want to catch his hands?
Yeah, we're done with our food, and we pretty much told all the stories, so.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't really, like, plan this or anything. We just kind of wanted to do it again.
Because it was fun last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food was good again.
Yeah.
So that's all. We'll probably do a lot more of these just whenever we feel like it, so.
What should we get next?
Mexican
Chick-fil-A.
pizza. Ooh,
Mexican
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Ah! Chick-fil-A sounds good. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the story times. Most of them were scary, but
Yeah. The only one that was...
those are mainly like the good story times,
Yeah.
so. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you will subscribe and like and comment and all of that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Yay.
Why?
Year done.
You're done.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We know power. Put in the work. Put in the hours and take with hours.
We should do a cooking video.
We should. A baking video.
I
I like baking ones.
Yeah.
You have brownie mix? We should do that.
Right now.